You know, I think I would have a hard time imagining what Central New York would be like without Judy and Eric. They believe in their heart that whole thing that you're supposed to leave your community, you're supposed to leave your place better than the way you found it.
Philanthropy is important because when you choose to be philanthropic, you're making a choice about the world in which you want to live. You can choose to be in a world of giving, or you can choose to be in a world of taking.
It's sort of like the choice between making a living or making a life.
They are both very serious in their commitments, both Eric and Judy, to their fields, to the region, to business, to community and economic development. But they're also really fun people to be with.
Whenever I'm asked as to why Judy and I stay so connected to Syracuse University, I have to smile. Because the fundamental answer, it's where we met.
You just really can't separate out the progress of the university with the progress of the community as a whole. There's a synergy there.
The Eric Mower Advertising Forum has turned into probably the national premier speaker series. He wants to see the Newhouse School of Public Communications and also the advertising department to be the best program, best school in the entire country.
And whenever I have an opportunity to help a recent graduate make a vocational connection and get that first step in their career, you gotta feel good.
I see new buildings going up. I see a new trail, a new pathway, new artwork. I see the creation of a connective corridor that's putting together the university and downtown, and I feel great if I've had some little part of that.
They roll up their sleeves, their feet are on the ground, and they make a difference in our community. And we think it's a privilege to be a part of Syracuse because there's people like Judy and Eric.
The All-Star Cast is a program for drama students and for people from the community who have special needs to come together to create theatre. The program is based on the idea that we all have the need and the right to have a creative voice.
We want to have a place that we can be ourselves and just to be who we are and be proud of who you are as well.
What I really enjoy is just coming on Monday nights and just being able to let loose and be around the facilitators and the other actors and just getting to know everybody.
This is something that I never want to end, and I don't think it ever will end because it's too much fun for us and for them. And the performances that we put on for the community, everyone just takes so much joy in seeing people who are perceived as less intelligent put on something so beautiful.
And this is probably one of the only places in their lives where they're not being criticized, where they're allowed to be who they are, where they're not seen for their label. They find themselves, they find their voice.
And we now understand, as Burton Blatt has said, each person has great value. And our world is a better place, more diverse, more interesting, when all people are included.
Angela is a force of nature. When she says something, people listen. She has the great skill of being able to bring people together around a common goal.
When we give our all, when we give our best, when you just do your part, then you can plant the seed in that garden that will spread.
Angela's been extremely important to our Coming Back Together reunions. She was co-chair of CBT 6. She's also served as a panelist and a moderator for all of our reunions.
And it has been a fantastic experience, primarily because the alums, we get together and fellowship and have a good time. But the great thing about it is the connection to the students on campus. They need to see that somebody that looks like them, or possibly in a field that they want to be in, you can do it. So through the Angela Y. Robinson Endowed Scholarship Fund, and so many of my friends and colleagues, we like to think that we are helping in some small way.
For Angela, it's not just giving a scholarship, but it's also giving of herself.
My mom, God bless her, has been supporting me as best as she can in getting me through school. And the scholarship just makes our lives just a little bit easier I can focus less about the money and less about completing the degree financially and more about my experience in the classroom.
It is not always the tithe. It is not always the money. Usually, 90% of it is the time and the talent. You've got to give it back. And when you give it back and when you release it, oh my God, you got joy in the morning. It's a great thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to stop and wipe. I'm sorry.